from long ago, when the world was still in its infancy and man was just beginning to explore his deepest feelings. The Lord of Darkness, Lucifer himself, reigned in the infernal abysses. He ruled his dark kingdom with undeniable power, surrounded by his loyal servants, demons, each of whom was responsible for his own sphere of evil. One such loyal servant was a demon named Belphegor, a seducer and deceiver. He was considered an expert in the art of seduction and the study of human weaknesses. It was for this very purpose that he was given a new task. One gloomy day, Lucifer summoned his demons to the dark hall of his attic. The black walls radiated an intimidating cold, and the ancient fireplace crackled with a fire that seemed more alive than many living things. Gathering all the higher demons around him, Lucifer announced his new task with an intimidating smile on his face. "My faithful servants," his voice thundered, "I have noticed a strange phenomenon that has arisen among the people on Earth. They call it marriage. I want one of you to go to Earth and investigate this strange union, to find out what its meaning is and the reason for its existence." The demons began to look amongst themselves, and the hall filled with whispers of tempestuous evil. The demon Belphegor could not resist such an interesting proposition to investigate human amusements and infiltrate their world. He decided that this task was perfect for his cunning and subtle intuition. "I, Lord," Belphegor said as he stepped forward, "will take on this task. I will go to Earth and study marriage among the people, so that I may return and report my observations." Lucifer nodded satisfied and handed his servant an ancient scroll with the seal of hell on it. The scroll was a symbol of his mission and would give him the strength he needed for this important task. Through time and space, the demon Belphegor traveled to Earth. He transformed into a handsome man with black hair and eyes that seemed to look straight into his soul and began his mission. The first thing he noticed was the diversity of human relationships. Belphegor began to observe couples in love, married couples, newly married couples, and those who had been married for years. He saw joy and happiness, love and devotion. But he also detected suffering, dissatisfaction, and weariness. Pictures of quarrels and broken hearts, crying children, endless arguments and deceptions flashed before his eyes. He saw how beautiful feelings could mingle with destructive ones. The demon Belphegor gradually began to realize that marriage was not just a union between two people, but a battle with their own weaknesses and selfishness. For long days and nights, Belphegor studied human relationships. He observed not only families, but also friends, colleagues, neighbors. Everywhere he saw the same thing: people sought intimacy, but were often trapped by their own fears and complexes. He even infiltrated human society and found a family. His spouse was a beautiful woman with a soft smile and kindness in her eyes. They had children and experienced joys and hardships. Belphegor immersed himself so deeply into the role that he even began to feel part of this family. He learned that humans have something that cannot be measured in hellish measures: love. So the demon Belphegor spent a lot of time on Earth studying marriage and human relationships. He felt that the mission was pulling him into the cycle of human relationships. Each day he grew more and more hungry for understanding, to unravel the mystery of human feelings. Finally, the day came for Belphegor's return to hell. He returned to Lucifer with new knowledge and experiences that made his demonic being think. At Lucifer's command, all the demons were gathered to hear Belphegor's report of his research. "Lord Lucifer and the demons of hell," Belphegor pronounced, "I have traveled to Earth and studied marriage between humans. I have seen how it brings joy and happiness, but also suffering and pain. Human relationships are complex and contradictory, and often the struggle with self becomes the main source of suffering. But I also discovered something amazing: love. This power transcends everything else and can move mountains when a person allows it to ignite within themselves." The demons began to look amongst themselves. They had not expected to hear such words from Belphegor, who had previously been known for his coldness and indifference. "Belphegor," Lucifer said, "your words make me wonder. I have heard of human love, but I never believed it could be so powerful. Tell us more about your experiences and observations." And so, Belphegor began to recount everything he had seen and felt on Earth. He shared his experiences, how he had become human and learned human joys and sufferings. Here's what I propose, Belphegor continued. I am convinced that love is the key to people's hearts, and its power can be used to our advantage. If we can learn to manipulate love, we can increase the power of hell over people. Love can be both the cause of their downfall and the means to enslave them. The other demons listened to his words with interest. The idea of using human love for their own purposes was seductive. They saw it as a new way to increase their power and influence. Belphegor, Lucifer said, your observations are important, and I appreciate your efforts. But we must be careful. Love is a power that can change not only humans, but also us demons. We cannot fully master it, but we can use it with intelligence and tactics. Our job is to send sparks of love into their hearts to then fan their corrupted flames for our purposes. With those words, Lucifer ended the council. The demons accepted his decision, and Belphegor no longer tried to convince them of his idea. Instead, he made the decision to apply his new knowledge and experience within his role as a seducer and deceiver. Belphegor has returned to Earth again and again, sowing sparks of love and passion into the hearts of men. He skillfully used his charisma and charm to draw them to temptations and desires. He knew that human weakness to passion and temptation could become his powerful ally in subjugating mortals to his infernal schemes.
I'm not the devil. I'm much, much older than that.